I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this morning. The weather is just perfect because we live and die by the weather pretty much for the next 30 weeks. Next Thursday is going to kick off the 20th anniversary of Central Bank Thursday Night Live. I'm Renee Jackson. I'm the president of Downtown Lexington Corporation, and this is our signature event. Today we're going to hear from our board president, Drew Fleming, and from Steve Kelly, who is with our title sponsor, Central Bank. And we're also going to have some other exciting announcements about what we're going to do differently to celebrate this season.
Okay, well listen, thanks everybody for coming out today. Thanks to the press for being here. Renee said it well, this is 20 years and it's a big deal. I was just talking to Steve Kelly about it and he says, he said, Jim, this has changed a lot in 20 years. And you're right, Steve. Let's give a hand for all that change. There we go. Well, as we all know, this has been bringing a lot of vitality and a lot of energy to our downtown for these 20 years. And I like to say, I routinely will say that if we look at cities, vigorous cities, cities that are growing and dynamic, they're cities that have this kind of engagement in them, this level of excitement, entertainment venues. And why is that? Well, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years ago, people moved where the jobs were. In Lexington, we can think of IBM. So a lot of people moved to Lexington in those times because the jobs were here. The companies were here. But today, jobs go to where the people are. Companies move to where there's talent and there's energy and there's vitality. And that's why events like this and venues like this, where we are today, in our downtown, in our core, are so important. So I just want to thank the Downtown Lexington Corporation. I want to thank all the sponsors. Fifth Third, of course, at the very beginning. It's when former Mayor Pam Miller and Sam Barnes, the late Sam Barnes, I think there was a leadership conference, wasn't there, Renee? Where's Renee gone to?
To Greenville, South Carolina.
It was in Greenville, South Carolina, and came back. There was a similar Thursday Night Live or Friday Night Live. What was it? A Thursday? It was exactly a Thursday Night Live in Greenville, and brought that back then to Lexington. And 20 years later, what we all know is that this is a place where people enjoy. They come to it and they enjoy it. So I want to thank Downtown Lexington Corporation. We look forward to this year. I hear that y'all have got some exciting things planned, and that's what we're going to hear about soon, right?
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here today. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Mayor Gray for his very kind words and also for the continued great work he's doing for this city. Secondly, I'd just like to say, go Cats. We got a big game tonight, and so I want to wish them good luck. But also I want to give 2 seconds on the DLC. We were formed in 1988 as a membership-driven organization for the purpose of enhancing downtown Lexington. We enhance downtown Lexington in multiple ways, including through events such as the Christmas holiday events, 4th of July, and Thursday Night Live. Thursday Night Live has come to be one of our main events, and we're so excited to continue to promote it because what it does is it brings people downtown, which then indirectly promotes the businesses and the residents and the people down here. So we're very privileged and honored to continue to have a successful season, and this being our 20th. Because it's our 20th, we have a couple special ideas in store, one of which in June we're going to have multiple stages through the month of June with 2 bands, so it's going to be bigger and better. In addition, we have some surprises for our downtown businesses because without them we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much for your all support, and we hope to make this a great, successful year.
As we look back today on where Thursday Night Live was 20 years ago when we started, there's been a remarkable transformation. As the mayor said, it was the vision of then Mayor Pam Miller and Rose Lucas and the board of DLC to take something that they had seen somewhere else and to craft that in a unique way for downtown Lexington. It started in a very small way. There were probably 30 of us, a couple of dogs, a baby in a carriage. It was a pretty quiet startup back in those days, but it's been a remarkable growth over that time period. We've been fortunate at Central Bank to be a part of that throughout the history of Thursday Night Live, and serving the last 10 years or so as the title sponsor. It's been a fabulous event as part of our summer series that we do at the bank. Renee asked me, gee, what's in this for the bank? Why do you do it? And the answer is very simple. This is good for downtown. It's really good for the community to have an event like this that brings thousands of people into the core of the city where they can enjoy all of the positives along with some great fellowship and the great music from our local bands. We're pleased to have been a part of that and look forward to continuing our participation for many years to come.
As Drew mentioned, we are planning to do 2 venues. We're going to be using Short Street and the new Courthouse Plaza during the month of June. This year we had over 150 bands apply. We do have handouts that have the complete band schedule. We start next week with Encore of Lexington. And I wanted to thank Alltech and Kentucky Ale. We have representatives here today. It's their 15th anniversary and our 20th, and because of that, they're going to do a special brew every week for us called Tea and Ale, which we thought was very clever. So we'd like to thank them for that contribution.